Mill sneaks into my home and says I can't kick her out B. It's her son's house. Oh boy, Mill was wrong. My mother-in-law's perfume hit me like a slap before I even saw her. That cloying lavender stench wafting through my living room like she'd already claimed it. I froze, keys still dangling in my hand, staring at her lounging on my couch, flipping through my photo album like she'd lived here forever. Oh boy, Deborah was about to learn she'd picked the wrong house to invade. I'm Ellie, 32, married to Tom for 5 years. And I've spent every one of those years carving out a life in this cozy two-bedroom home we bought together. It's not much a creaky porch, a kitchen that's always too warm, and a backyard where our dog, Muffin, chases squirrels, but it's ours. Or so I thought until Deborah, Tom's mother, decided it was her personal Airbnb. That evening, I'd come home from a grueling shift at the hospital, my nurse's scrubs still smelling faintly of antiseptic, dreaming of a hot shower and maybe a glass of wine. Instead, I found her, sprawled out, her suitcase open like she was moving in. "What the hell are you doing here?" I blurted, my voice sharper than I meant. Deborah didn't even flinch. She just raised an eyebrow, her lips curling into that smug smile she'd perfected over years of meddling. "This is my son's house. Ellie," she said, her voice dripping with condescension. "I don't need your permission to be here." My jaw dropped. The audacity. Tom and I had bought this place with our savings, our late-night budgeting sessions, our dreams of starting a family. Deborah hadn't contributed a dime, yet here she was, staking a claim like she was the queen of the deed. I wanted to scream, but I bit my tongue, remembering the last time I'd lost my cool with her. She'd spun it to Tom like I was the villain, and he'd spent weeks caught in the middle. Not this time. I took a deep breath, my hands trembling, and said, "Deborah, you need to leave. Now." Her laugh was like nails on a chalkboard. "Oh, sweetheart, you can't kick me out. Tom invited me." My heart sank. Tom, my Tom, who knew how his mother's constant boundary stomping drove me up the wall. I didn't believe her, but doubt crept in like a fog. Tom was at work, managing a construction site, and wouldn't be home for hours. I couldn't call him without starting a fight in front of her, and she knew it. She'd planned this. Hadn't she, sneaking in while I was gone, probably using the spare key Tom kept meaning to hide better. I stormed to the kitchen, grabbing my phone, my mind racing. How did we get here? Deborah had always been a thorn in our marriage. From the moment Tom and I got engaged, she'd made it clear she thought I wasn't good enough for her perfect son. She'd criticized my cooking, rearranged my furniture when she visited, and once even suggested I quit my job to focus on being a proper wife. Tom, bless him, tried to keep the peace, but he hated conflict. He'd nod, mumble something about family, and hope it'd blow over. It never did. This time, though, she crossed a line, breaking into my home, claiming it as hers. No, I wasn't backing down. I texted Tom. "Your mom's in our house. Says you invited her. Did you?" No response. Typical. He was probably knee-deep in blueprints, his phone buried in his pocket. Deborah watched me from the couch, her eyes gleaming like she'd already won. "You look stressed." "Ellie," she cooed, "why don't you make us some tea? We can talk about this like adults." I ignored her, pacing the kitchen, my mind a whirlwind. I thought about the day we moved in, Tom and I laughing as we painted the walls a soft blue, Muffin yipping at our heels. This was our sanctuary, the place where we'd whispered about our future. A baby, maybe two, a swing set in the backyard. Deborah had no right to taint that. I turned to her, my voice steady but cold. "You have 10 minutes to pack your bag and get out, or I'm calling the police." Her smirk faltered, just for a second, but then she doubled down. "Go ahead, call them. They'll laugh when they hear you're trying to kick out your husband's mother. This is Tom's house, and I'm his family." That word family hit me like a punch. Family was supposed to mean love, respect, Boundaries. Not this. Not her waltzing in, undermining everything I'd built with Tom. I grabbed my phone again, ready to dial, but then I heard the front door creak. Tom. He stepped in, his work boots muddy, his face pale as he took in the scene. "What's going on?" he asked, his voice tight. Deborah jumped up, her demeanor flipping like a switch. "Oh, Tommy, thank God you're here. Ellie's being so unreasonable, threatening to call the police on your own mother." I stared at him, my heart pounding. This was it. Would he take her side again, like he had so many times before? Or would he finally see her for what she was? "Tom," I said, my voice breaking, "did you tell her she could stay here?" He looked from me to Deborah, his shoulders slumping. "No," he said quietly, "I didn't." Relief flooded me, but it was short-lived. Deborah's face twisted, her victim act crumbling. "Tommy, you can't mean that I'm your mother. I raised you, gave you everything." Tom rubbed his temples, his voice low but firm. "Mom, you can't just show up like this. This is our home, Ellie's and mine. You need to respect that." I could have cried right there, but I held it together. Deborah's eyes darted between us, calculating. Then, to my shock, she softened, her voice trembling. I didn't know where else to go. Your father's gone. The house is too big, and I'm lonely. Tom, I thought I could be part of your life here." For a moment, I saw her not the manipulative monster, but a woman grappling with loss, clinging to her son because he was all she had left. My anger wavered. I'd lost my own parents years ago. I knew that ache, but then I remembered the months of her jabs, her refusal to see me as family. Sympathy didn't erase boundaries. "Deborah," I said, softer now, "I'm sorry you're struggling, but you can't just barge in and claim our home. We can help you find a place, maybe visit more. But this isn't the way." Tom nodded, stepping closer to me. "We'll figure something out." "Mom, but you need to leave tonight." Her face crumpled, and for the first time, I saw tears in her eyes. Not the crocodile tears she'd used before, but real ones. She packed her bag in silence, the air heavy with unspoken words. As she stepped onto the porch, she turned to Tom. "I just wanted to be close to you," she whispered. He hugged her, but his voice was firm. "We'll talk tomorrow. Mom, go home." She left, her suitcase wheels clattering down the driveway. Tom and I stood in the doorway, the weight of the night settling over us. "I'm sorry, Ellie," he said, pulling me close. "I should have set clearer boundaries with her years ago." I leaned into him, tears finally spilling. "We're a team, right?" He nodded, kissing my forehead. "Always." That night, we sat on the couch, or his couch, and talked for hours. About his mom, about us, about the family we wanted to build. Deborah's invasion had shaken us, but it also forced us to confront what mattered: trust, respect, and protecting our home. Over the next few weeks, we helped Deborah find a small apartment nearby. She visited, but only when invited, and slowly, we started rebuilding something like trust. It wasn't perfect, but it was progress. Our home became ours again, a place where muffins still chase squirrels, where we painted over the blue walls with new dreams. Looking back, I realized Deborah's mistake wasn't just sneaking in, it was thinking she could claim a home that wasn't hers. Not by right, but by love. And love, I learned, means knowing when to let go. What do you think? Was I too harsh on Deborah? Or was she wrong to cross that line? Share your thoughts, because I'm still wrestling with the balance between compassion and standing my ground.